All right. That was the fucking shortest thing ever, I'm sure. Let's try that again, shall we? All right. So this guy here, like I said, has lots of issues involved with him. And one of them is that teleportation that you were seeing. So when I move to the left, when I flip him, when he flips and moves. And what that's doing is taking this guy's center of gravity, which is this night root, and it is changing its position, I believe. Now, where is it right now? It's here? Is this it? Yeah, it's here. It's this spot right here. So if I change it to this will show the center. That is where the night root is. If I do this a few more times, well, it's not too bad. It's not as bad as it was. The night root used to exponentially get worse as this would happen. So I guess it's not as bad as it used to be. But it's still not where it starts. Where does it start? Is it starting there? Right now? Really? Alright, we need to move it. Oh, god damn it. We have to move it. This is not going to help much. The ground check needs to be next to the feet. That's the night. There's the root. Okay, so we got to bring this pitch up to here. Close. Alright, that's close. They're close, and then this bitch can go here. And if I move this bitch, now all of them should go, right? You all moved, right? You moved, yep, and you moved. No, you did not. You moved, yes. And you're in the right spot. Okay. So as you can see, now all that shit's aligned. It's still going to be a problem, though. It's still going to be a fucking problem, so. It's drifting now. Lord knows why it's drifting. Well, I'm not having as much of the teleport issues. What's going on with my center of gravity? Obviously, this is sliding all over the place. I'm also cutting off my right leg from some kind of mask. Don't know what that's all about. Oh, he's definitely walking a lot better than he was, at least. Now, his drifting is not good. So in the scene, where are you? Your ground check is here. Night root is there. Night is there. They're very close. They're all very close. So that thing being so close may be part of why he's drifting all over the place. This ground check, by the way, is a sprite, so we should be able to see it. Yeah, it's off. It's not in the right spot. That's probably why it's sliding around. He's skating. This thing needs to be below that. It's this one that I need to click, I think. Nope. Can I move you? Can I just move you to the right spot? There we go. How will this do? Now, this being off, will this make this all jank? That's the question. Here we go. Well, he's acting somewhat normal. The blood splatters applied properly. His stuff is not horribly off. That seems to have this part under control anyway. Very interesting. Okay, so that solves that problem. Mostly. Let's look at his leg animation. It looked like ass. And I'm guessing that it is due to the mask on that fucking leg or due to some kind of keyframing. Yo, Viking Gears, cheers to you. Cheers to you. Alright. We got this guy, and we're going to pick walk, and we will now look, and we should be able to see in the scene where the issue occurs. I hope. That's the plan, anyway. Alright, here we go. There's the part where it goes out. See where the animation changes right there? This is supposed to be his leg bending like this. We can't do that. We can't bend his leg. The reason we can't bend his leg is this is just a different sprite. It's not affecting his frame. If we want his legs to bend, we have to give him an additional appendage, which I'm willing to do later, but right now it's not in the best interest of this game to give him another appendage so quickly. So we're just going to give him sticky legs for now, and we'll work on making him higher quality later about that part. But this bent leg here, it's not even visible because the mask on this sprite is cutting it off. That's because the blood needs its place to go. Again, all these blood effects are the reason we cannot use sprite changes, because if we change the sprite, all the decals that got applied to the previous sprite go away, and other problems ensue, including the mask not being able to match it and a bunch of other shit. So it's better to just keep this stuff non-sprite animated, unless you are only changing the color and not the shape. If you change the shape of your sprite, the way I'm programming this fails, and we will not be able to use the asset. So anyway, this is the fucking problem though. It's this leg. So let's bring it out. There it is. It's right here. Let's delete this keyframe and see if we can, yeah, it's gone. Alright, so that keyframe is gone, and now it does appear in the correct place, so that's going to stop, right? We're going to stop seeing that. It's going to look a little dumb, but it will not look like it's cut off, I think. I think it will look better. Alright, we've got our stick leg guy. Oh, he got nice and bloody. Definitely. Die, piece of shit. Oh my. That needs to be dealt with. I don't know. I think I do know, but I do know why that's happening, but I don't know why it all exploded across the floor at the end like that. It's very interesting. Anyway, that was very gruesome. That guy did not make it. He sure didn't. We'll be applying more consistency to those shitty blood effects as we continue. We've already done so much good for the blood effects, but right now I want to continue. We're on a roll with these animations getting fixed. Let's save the project and continue to fix the animations of this thing. Now that it's here, can I pick up an item? I don't think I can. I think I broke the item script when I did this. So, for these blood effects. But I really care about blood. All these games that just fuck you over and don't give you any gore, I really hate that shit. And I want you to be able to turn it on and off, obviously. Alright, so can I pick this up? Whoa! He just went down into the flow. But I did pick it up! He picked it up. Okay, but it's his animation's all jank. But he did get it. Can I hit him with it and do damage? Can I do damage to your ass? This, probably not. I bet it doesn't even register. Ass! Soon I'll be able to do it. Soon I'll set him on fire with this piece of shit. I'm glad it picked it up. That's one less thing I have to worry about. So, let's go into the animator and find out what's going wrong with this, because clearly there's a major problem going on with the position of the character as it moves into place. It does replace the sprite correctly with the right sprite, and that's amazing. But it's supposed to move into position. And that's what it's not doing. That animation is pickup. Oh, look at that. It just, boom, puts his position here. This is a no-no. We can't do this. So let's remove this. Let's see what happens if I just don't keyframe that. All right, that looks more appropriate. Will he pick up the item, though? Without that position keyframe. He walks. Oh, oh, it's everywhere. Gone now. Everything's wrong. Okay. See, this is what fucking happens with this sometimes. Now he can't walk. What the fuck? Why can't he walk? Now he's walking. Oh no, he's everywhere. And you can see, I'll bet his fucking animator and shit is all in the wrong place. Like the ground check's over here. Why is that not attached to him anymore? Is it because of the walk animation now not having that thing in it? That sprite? I don't think so. Why all of a sudden though it's just absolute ass? Ground check is there. If I go here, now ground check's way over here. It just flew without me for whatever reason. I don't get it. Bet this is going to be all jacked up. That's what I bet. Oh, bad. Jesus Christ. Alright, where's the... That thing is over here. This thing's off screen somewhere. That was a disaster. An absolute disaster. I had that bitch walking and stuff. That's so unfair. Like, why now is it so shitty? Where is this? Where is this thing? You're here. That's where you are. Are you not on the actual object? It doesn't matter if you're on the actual object. Almost worked. Wonder why this is happening. I just moved, and that's all I did. Where is everything? The ground check is here. The Night body is here. Night root is there. It's lower, but it's there. The ground check's also below now where it was. It's like it collided with it. It's colliding with it. It's colliding with this. This is colliding with the... There we go. I'm excluding the player layer from that to see if that helps. I don't know what's going on now, but it looks better. Alright, let's go back and exclude the player layer. And let's make sure that all this crap is on the player layer. It sure is, okay. Just teleporting around now. Alright, so where is everything? Ground check is nowhere to be seen. It's way over here. The night's here. The night root is way over here. So the night just is not staying with everything else. It's just not staying with it. When you move that, everything goes with it. When I move this, everything goes with it too. But when I move this doesn't come with it, does it? No, it does not. That's part of our issue. We're moving the wrong thing in the motion controller. We should be moving the night root, not anything else. I don't know what we are moving, but that's probably what the problem is. So let's go into C# and figure out what the fuck is going on. We've got scripts here. All right, so the controller is actually not in the scripts, it's in the assets folder, it's here. Okay. That sounds ridiculous. 43 of 43 parts of a project is what it is. There's not 43 projects. It's very misleading bullshit there. Product key applied. Sign in. Yeah, no thanks. Alright, so it is a legal copy, but I don't want to sign in. Alright, so all this shit is in here, but there is the most important thing, which is the transform scale thing. And that shit is occurring up by 1 where it is. So transform local scale is hitting it's hitting this. It's hitting this script here, which is not activated. This one also has the same thing. There it is. It's hitting this. This is going up and should hit this night root. It should. Ground check is not defined. What a piece of shit. This needed to be here. Okay, now that that's defined, everything might be different. Now here, this thing should be dead wherever this, it's gone now. It's not even there. Not the animator, the script there. Yeah, this ground check is also not shown, but this guy's unchecked. So let's see what happens now that we have the actual ground check control correct. Maybe this will start acting like it's supposed to. No, it totally isn't. It's a fucking disaster. This guy's off screen because he teleported off screen because the ground check is in the wrong motherfucking spot. So just because we didn't define the ground check does not fix this. Oh wait, we still don't have the ground check defined. Let's fucking do it again. Why wasn't it defined? It's because I was fucking running the simulation, that's why. Bitch. Alright, let's do this. Here we go. Oh, please move. Oh, you're not moving. Ah, asshole. Okay, well, ground check is defined here, and everything is fucked. All these very important things don't work on this route the way that they're supposed to. Now, I'm just going to uncheck this for the fuck of it and come back. And I know the blood is not going to work at all when I do this, but I'm going to go ahead and go back into here, re-enable our animator on this, and hit our ground check inside here. See what happens. Bet it's still disaster, but let's see. Hey, it's not disaster. And the blood appears to be sticking where it's supposed to. Can you pick up the item? You can pick up the item. Well, I'll be goddamned. Can you kill? Not yet, huh? Not yet. We'll get there. Okay, well, it looks like that is what we needed to do. What did this break? I'm not sure. It broke something. We need to check and see the damage works now, so let's go ahead and do that. It broke something, I promise you it did. There was a reason we were doing that. Ugh, wow, look at that gore. Ugh, die. Why is the camera like this? I think I did this. Yes, I sure did. That's my fault. Alright, go. Excellent. Okay. Now, we have not done any masking on this guy over here. That's the reason that he is looking so shitty and why the blood is not looking good on him and why this guy's blood that he got spilled on him is looking nice. Do you see how just a little bit of blood splattered on his shit? It's not too much. His sword's kind of covered in it. He's got some on his tassel. He's got some on his shield. But in general, his whole body isn't covered in blood. This is fucking an extreme amount of blood, and it's not going in the right place. It's not becoming uncollidable for enough milliseconds, and there's a lot of other problems happening with the blood there that we are going to address. But my God, are these animations coming along? We're getting back to being able to actually play as this motherfucking character again, which is huge. We really needed that in our life. With the blood splattering on his ass, you can see it on his head. He's in control. He is. He can duck and stab. His arm looks like ass, but we can fix that. That's because it doesn't animate anymore. You know, we can't do the sprite change. So that's another thing where the bending of the arm, that's an improvement we're gonna have to make. But in the meantime, we're just gonna have to deal with the fact that he can't. It's still the same effect, right? We can still stab his leg off. Poppy leg. I got his arm. I got his leg. Oh, fuck you. Got his body. He's dead. He's dead. He's fucking dead. I'm pretty dirty. Got some blood on me from doing that. I'm so pleased with this. And it's not even working the way I want it to, and I'm already pleased. This guy, why are you ducking when you... Oh, it's because this is the duck attack. No, it's not. This is the stab attack. Don't duck when you stab. No, you are... Is ducking going wrong right now? I bet it is. Duck up. The fuck? I did something wrong in my controller, clearly. Alright, we're back. If I do this, it should just stab. No, it ducks and stabs. There's probably some position thing on it. And if I duck and do it, it's a totally different animation, because the shield is not being pulled on that one. It's just that animation's jacked. So that's the next animation I have to fix, is the stab animation. So let's do that. We're going to just clean all this up one thing at a time until it's all nice. Alright. There are all the animations. We're going to look at the stab one, because that's the one that's going wrong right now. And it should be down here now. And we're going to go ahead and summon the knight and call it here. And it should be there. And watch him get ducked. Nope, that's exactly what it is. We have some positions and rotations there. That's all. So why would he duck? Why would he duck? I think I caused the controller to glitch. Let's confirm that. Let's play this and see if I just do the stab move, if it will stab. I'm gonna I can reproduce this bug. Alright, yeah, he's just stabbing, he ain't ducking. And now if I duck, I come back, and I stab, he's still good. Now if I duck and I stab, he does the stab duck move. Now I'm coming back out of that. I'm doing the regular one. Duck and stab and move and do it, and now I'm back out, and I'm still stabbing normal. Still doing this. I don't know what caused that. That was definitely some kind of glitch. Can't wait to fix this guy's arm. That'll be sweet. But anyway, that's not on the agenda. That turn is weird. What's he doing with his shield there? The shield is supposed to turn and it ain't doing it. I swear it's because that stupid animation doesn't work. Alright, so this is the duck stab. Let's look at how shitty it is in the animation editor. So duck stab is duck attack. It's this one. It's right here. Let's see it. And summon the knight and call on it. There it is. Alright, so now he should do it. He's going to come back. Now, here's the problem. Once again, we've got no animation on this arm anymore. I took it off because it wasn't good. A body position exists as well. These are only allowed if you are indeed ducking. And even so, it's probably better. Now there it is, there's the problem. Look at all that masking going on. That masking is purely because the arm is expected to be this shape that's different, that's holding the thing forward. And it was really awesome looking before, but it is just not now. And also, this shield is not on the right layer to... Well, it was, though. It was going right there, but it's still going too far back as well. It's going behind the arm itself. So that shield is going back too far. Let's go here, and at least we can fix where that shield is. And we can put that in a better spot. Get in the scene. There we go. So there's the shield. We gotta put it in the right spot. which is going to be here in this case, because this is going to be where our arm is supposed to be. And rotation as well is something I wanted to do with this. I wanted to turn it. It's a very strange thing to do, but I want to do it. Watch. I want to turn it this way so that it's a little bit more turned. And that's what it was supposed to do originally, was this. So let's see if we can keyframe that in with these two items selected and just add that keyframe in. So they're blue now, you can see that. And now if I pull back, you can see this guy's pulling his shield backwards and letting the arm forward. So all we need to do now is fix the arm from using the wrong animation. And why is it that this back arm, not the back arm, the front arm, this one here, that's its mask, and does it actually change? It does, it changes, that's the thing, it's changing its, is it changing its position without changing, it's not changing any animations, there's no animation change, it's something else. It's not moving it's not moving correctly. I wonder if that's because of the bad animation before. I bet if I do this, I bet if I take the fucking front arm here, which is what we're looking at, I pop these bad boys here, and I take it, the actual front arm, and literally move it. Oops, can't do that. Move it like this. Nope. Why is this mask in the wrong, or why is this collider in the wrong spot? What happened to the arm that caused it to not be in the right spot? It was here, and the arm got shrunk, or something happened to the arm. This arm is not okay. So instead of whatever this is, let's delete these keyframes. Whatever this is that happened to the arm is bad for it. Let's kill the keyframes. It's going to do something else now. The arm starts here, and it's moving with this, but the mask is not coming with it. It's because of the rotation. It's rotating, and this mask is not coming with it. That's the issue. That's very interesting. And again, we weren't dealing with masks when we did these animations originally. Novenworks has got some shit to say. Let's talk. Sensei Masters, protests are taking place. That's fucking true. Yeah, the Switch 2 fiasco, and the fact it's not just the prices. We're going to talk all about it on Dumpster Talk. It's not even available for pre-order for the US because of these tariffs. They just took it off of pre-order. We can't get it. So yeah, a lot of people are upset about that. I don't care that much. I care about, I think the tariffs suck. That's what I think. That this is stupid as shit. It's some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. But that's personal. That's what I personally think. But we were definitely going to talk about that on fucking Dumpster Talk. And yeah, tariffs are a giant tax. Schmappen, that's what they are. They're just a tax. Taxes work. They do. I'm not going to argue with you about the fact that taxes work. They work. They're shitty, though. They're taking our money away from us. I really don't like it. And I don't like taxes. This is a big tax. It's the second one that Trump has given to me. I'm very displeased with the tax. All right? That's what I think about that. Can you join me in a show where you drink a ton? Yeah, you probably can. Well, the first thing is you certainly should join me for tonight's show, which is going to be coming at 10 Eastern, or around about that time. Bite Binge is a very late individual and sometimes take a long time to set up. But we're going to show tonight at around 10 Eastern. We compete with the Saturday Night Live time slot. You will get to see the full show. Drink with us. Be in our chat. Interact with us. We'll talk to you during the show. If you prove to be fun to chat with, we will put you on. We've done it with many other viewers. But you got to work your way up there. people like Pseudo Shaman and Pale Voyager, the legends among us, you know, the people who've been on here, Thunderlove, people who come on as guests because they're that Babylonian. They are fantastic people who've just been in chat. So you've got every chance to do that with us. There's not much competition. There's 9 people in here. I'm talking directly to you. So just be here a little bit. Watch the show. See what the show's about. See what it's like to be on that show as Byte Binge, and like maybe watch one of the ones where we had guests, because we did. And I'll totally put you on there if that's what you want to do, because that's interesting. We'll make you play a game or something. I'll like put you on a game show and make you horribly humiliated. That's the kind of thing we would love to do with guests, and then we can get to know you. We've had several. Fighting oligarchy or whatever, unfortunately, as mostly happens with these kind of stupid protests, they're not going to actually fix anything with them. It doesn't matter if they're right, which in this case, yes, they are, these tariffs suck, or if they're wrong, and like they're just wasting people's time and money, which happens a lot of times with those two. Either way, the protests themselves aren't going to yield anything. It's another waste of money. We need to do things. Like, we have to actively deal with this by doing something about it. You have to change your behavior if you want it to change. That's the only way. And resisting something like this, it depends on how you do it, right? Like, if you're the Guatemalan guy, you can't resist. You're in fucking prison, bitch. There ain't no fucking getting out of that. So how can you resist? I mean, that's the most extreme of the not being able to resist. And then there's you. What do you want to do? What I'm seeing is that right now, corporate America is about to get shat out. It's about to get shat out of an anus. And if you're left over in that anus, then you're very lucky. That's the point. It's just going to end. And that is concerning to me as a person who makes money. So that's why we're doing this. That's why we're making this game. As an independent company, I'm not a corporation. I won't have profit margin problems, and I'll be able to still take care of myself, no matter what the fuck happens with this other shit. That's what drove me to change my life. And maybe it'll drive you to change your life in a different way. You don't have to be like me and do this. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. And if you think protesting is going to fix it, you can do that. I think it's going to waste your time and money. I think you could better spend your time informing people using tools like the internet and making things known, making the places where the Constitution is not being followed correctly really clear and understood for people. That's the kind of stuff you could do if you really have a fucking horse in this race. If habeas corpus matters to you and you want people to have the ability to stand trial before they are removed from the country, then that's something that you gotta deal with. You gotta go educate people and shit and make it your fucking priority. You probably don't have fucking time for that, right? I don't have fucking time for that. Anyway, my priority is to keep myself safe and also to increase the quality of my life constantly. That is my mandate. And so here we are. It's working. This motherfucking arm is going like this because of the turn. And do you see how the turn is pushing this mask? Do you see the mask is turning? The position's turning. But the fucking mask is not moving with the arm. The mask is not moving. Why is the mask not moving? The mask moves with the sword, right? So why wouldn't it move with the arm? What did I do? And I don't think we control the masks with the animation. I think that the masks are parented to these things. So let's look at this fucking arm, and let's look at the... I mean, obviously, there's so much going on with this arm. God damn. Alright, so the item hold point here and the sprite mat, these are both independent. So the sprite mask is for the front arm. The front arm is, the sprite mask is on this front arm. If the front arm moves, this should move the sprite mask. And here comes the proof. There it is. Okay, so that is the case. But when I move this, though, that doesn't happen. That's because the body's moving. It's because the motherfucking body is moving. This body rotation is happening. We have to rotate this shit independently. This body can't rotate because everything rotates with it. That's ass. That's ass. Because it was a cool effect, but we can't. We can't rotate the body. So if we remove the body rotation, remove the body rotation. Now, what the fuck happens now? Nothing's happening. This thing doesn't work anymore. That was the whole move. That body rotation was what was going on. No. There we go. It was a body rotation and an animation change from this to this that it was before. You can deal drugs, that's one thing you can do. Just remember, if you deal drugs, you should probably deal fucking Farm Act compliant, fucking Delta 8, THC products and other shit like that, so that you can not go to jail. I have the feeling that this administration is a lot along the lines of the Philippine administration that we've seen in the last 10 years. I would not want to be a drug dealer right now. I'm not a drug dealer. I support your freedom to deal drugs, and I also support your freedom to do drugs. I'm not a drug dealer. And also, drug dealing is not on the highest of my priorities of whether or not people have those rights. But it'd be good. I do support that, though. I think freedom is the most important thing. I don't know what to do about this. This guy looks like he's squatting right now, which is also another weirdness. Why is he ducking at the moment? That is an issue. He's totally ducking. It's probably because his body position's in the wrong spot. This is duck attack? Alright, is that what I was looking at? It was. And I was going through this and it was this. I did that. And I got rid of the body position, and now why aren't these masks rotating, right? Why not? If it rotates everything else, why the fuck isn't it rotating the mask? Yes, definitely. Novenworks, yes, we are playing. Dumpster Talk is happening tonight. I've got the whole show done. It's all here. Everything is there. I could go right into it at this moment. I could pop myself in to Dumpster Talk right now, and you could see it. After the shrimp shit. There it is. But Byte Binge right now is actually just a bunch of code, as you can see. So he's not really ready yet. But I have the whole damn show done, so that's all fucking water under the bridge at this point. So come and enjoy with us. That's going to be fucking awesome. We're going to talk about the tariffs and the Switch and the new games that are coming and some fucked up things that have happened. It's going to be a good fucking deal to do. This fucking thing needs to be fixed. How do I deal with this problem? I love that the fucking colliders move. Why can't the masks move? I mean, can I move the masks? Like, is that a thing I can do? I guess I could probably move the masks, right? In the animation. Maybe I can do that. Fucking put these stupid ass masks in here. Front arm. Sprite mask. Alright. There it is, all this sprite mask shit. So... this happens. The body is not moving at all anymore because we've frozen it. We've not allowed that to do it. So for whatever reason, that other shit's happening. The body is not. It's like, nope, body does not rotate anymore. This other crap is still rotating though. I want to get back to the body rotating too. Can we do it? Can we get back to the body rotating? Just killing a bunch of... yeah, there. It's close. Alright, so he's already ducking. We are stabbing forward. And what's happening now I'm seeing other stuff happen because I don't know why, but I'm on the back leg. The back leg is also not moving properly. None of this shit's moving properly. So while that's sitting out there, this keyframe is out there doing a whole lot of nothing. So let's see if we can get this arm to work though, since I got I thought I got it on there. Thought I put that shit on the duck attack. Thought I fucking did that. Front arm, front arm, front arm. There you go. This is what we've been looking at the whole motherfucking time. I changed it so that we can do this. I'm trying to make it rotate with it, right? So if I get here, now we get that mask. All I should need to do with this fucking mask, if I can find it, there it is. Now, start here. Mask is in the right spot. We establish its keyframes, which I need to do this with everything. And then push it forward here. Now, this mask is all jacked up now. If I go to the mask and I actually touch it, I should be able to touch and do stuff with it, right? I can move you. That's the wrong mask. This mask, yes. Now it's there. I should be able to right now move this into the correct position so that at least the arm is correctly showing. There it is. It's correctly showing. And I could even move the arm into a more appropriate position for this stupid animation, because it's already looking like shit now that it can't bend, and I'm not gonna fucking make it bend yet. It's too much. So let's just get this thing in gear so that we can nope. I so wish it was bent like it used to be. I'm gonna have to move the sword. God damn it. I'm gonna have to move the goddamn sword too. Oh, I can't even. No. It's such ass. I could shrink it. It'll look so stupid. Well, too bad. It's gonna look stupid. Let's shrink it. Oh my god, it shrinks the fucking sword too. There's nothing we can do. I didn't push the damn keyframe button. Damn it, I have to do it all again. It's all here though. This sword needs to be down here, yes. And let's get the rest of this back where it belongs. Let's get the front arm back up here. Get the sprite mask back over here. And we get the right here. And right. God damn it. Apply the keyframes. Now it's working. See? It's looking kind of stupid, but now it's working. It's a big difference. And that's because there's no elbow. And I'd never had an elbow. They fucking used a sprite animation on that fucking prefab I got. So I gotta... how do I like Unity? Unity is fantastic. I think it's a good engine. I also think that there are other good engines out there. I'm not 100% sold. I am sold enough to finish this project in Unity, for sure. Do I use Blender and GIMP? I've used GIMP before. I don't need it for this, but I have used it. I don't know what Blender is. If it's similar to GIMP, it's good enough. GIMP is, but I'm glad you know about this engine. That's great. So you may have noticed I'm having a lot of issues with the animator, and I am overcoming them. It's mostly because I was lazy and did not draw my own thing. So I'm going to end up making all of my sprites based on this model here, and I definitely want to have 2 bones on the arms and legs, but this one came with one piece for each one. And they used a sprite change as the way of bending them, which worked for it, but it's poor for what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do like physics everywhere, where it all works and all the colliders work and stuff. So it's better that I don't. I've been so frustrated about things like this goddamn ground check and it flying all over the place and this parenting. I fucking hate these prefabs, and I hate the fucking parenting system in this, and how particular everything has to be. But because it's so shitty, it also is so powerful. It's the other fucking double-edged sword. So, I've had a couple issues, dude, though, that I have not been able to solve. So let me think if there's one I can pop at you right now. I'll go back to the roadmap, because there was a couple of really difficult things. Okay, so yeah, I do. I have an issue I have to solve. I'm doing all these animations now. I know how to do that. I don't need help. But that's this. I'm doing this step. I'm reworking all move animations to remove the position keyframes because it's ass, and I fixed the ground check stuff. This blood effect stuff is totally different, and what I need to do with this is I need to make the particles that I am creating here, and this is my question for you, so I'm ready to actually see if you have wisdom for me that I can use. I've got some particle spraying things. This is one of them. This is another one, and you can see what that one does because it has play on awake on it, and it'll spray out blood. This one also sprays out blood. These are the same. These two are the same. This one's different. This one will only spit out 3 pieces of blood at a time. And let me see if it'll even show you it. No, it's not even showing the blood right now, which makes it even worse. It's invisible. But assuming we get the blood to be correct, why it's not, I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense. Renderer. That's it. I wonder why that's being shitty. This is not my question to you, but if I can't get this fucking part to work, that's ass. So yeah, particle sprays. So this one only shoots out 3, or it's supposed to anyway. Well, it says 0 right now. That might be part of the problem. I had it set to 3. Emission. 30. Okay, rate over time, rate distance, count cycle, all this ass. 1, cycle 1. What? Count? It's supposed to be 3. Okay. It's not playing anything. Man, it's shitty that I can't ask my questions. So I don't know why the fuck this is even showing up. I want to move this, so I'm going to get it out of here. Oops. Get it over to a place where I know it's not going to fuck with anything. And then I'm going to also actually get it into the particle editor so that I'm in it. That way I'm not being fucked around with, you know. And it's still not showing anything, god damn it. Alright, stuff is happening now. You can see I'm looping it now, and there's an issue with it. I think it's about the duration. And yeah, I've got, let me do 1, see what happens. Nothing. Is that because I changed that? Play. No. I'm just seeing a bunch of flashing, and I may be causing this with my dumb stuff. Well, right now Novin works. What I'm trying to do is to get 3 drops to come out only 3. And I had this working before, which is why I'm confused. I think there's 2 colliders on here. I don't know why that is. That could be causing this. So I'm going to remove this. And this is Blood Slice, which is just a regular old thing. Stop, play. This work. What about 0.3 is the duration? That's what it was. Count cycles, interval, probability, time. Play. Stop. Why do they die so quickly? They shouldn't die so quickly, and it just... I take that script off, it doesn't do anything. Take the blood particle impact off, let's see what happens here. I'm just trying to, oops, that was wrong, I shouldn't have done that. That does nothing. Alright, stop. Play. But yeah, it's still not doing anything. Take the collider off. Okay, the collider was the problem. Okay, so here we go. Now we've got, so here's what's happening. It's spitting that crap out. and um, and that's what I want. So let's bring it back into the scene. And I'll ask you my question, because this is quite a mess, actually. Alright, let's not loop this. Alright, play it. 3, good. Does it play twice? Nope, it just spits 3 out. Alright. So, Novin works. Here's what I want. You see that. That is the particle effect that I want. I do want this temporary collider disabled, which doesn't work right now, and this blood particle impact, which does work right now. When this spits out, it should splatter all over this guy's arm, and that is not the problem. So, what I need to happen here is these 3, right? These 3 that are going to come out here, I want them to not collide with anything until like a half second has passed. So it's the reason why it's a slash impact happening. So we are going to have a collider, and that part of the issue is that this collider isn't even working. But the thing is that I know this, that the guidance I was receiving didn't know this, but I know better, and sometimes I don't follow the AI's guidance. But the AI was telling me I needed a collider on here. I don't think I do, because I think the particle system itself has its own collider here, right there with collision. So I think all my collision settings are right here. So I am not going to trust the AI with this collider, and this was the problem that I even put on there. Yes, not collide until half a second's passed, and then I want it to collide, and it will apply the blood decal droplets just like these exploding ones do. So the reason the exploding ones don't need that is because the body parts that they are attached to actually disappear just before it explodes. So there's always going to be enough room for those blood splatters to go everywhere, and we want it to collide with the spot where the wound is close to. So that's working very nicely for that concept. But for this concept here, where we're having the impact happen and those blood droplets spray in the direction opposite of that impact each time, and currently here's how I'm handling it. I've got some fucking console compile errors around here, so that's an issue. I think that part of that's because I moved this crap out of here. Is that true? Can I not play now? Is it that bad? No, it's not that bad. Those are old compilers from when the colliders were over here, where they didn't belong. Alright, so anyway, that thing is back here now, this blood slice. And let me show you the rest of what is going on with blood slice. So, when I'm going to change this, so this is not good. But right now, when the sword comes into contact with anything that has body part CS in it, which happens to be in that dummy every limb that it has, that blood part CS, a body part.cs, will calculate a damage value and hold it, and then anytime an item collides with it, it will deal its damage value to it. Well, no, I'll be honest, my dad taught me. So, here's how it went down. My dad was a nuclear submarine hunter, so he would be in these aircraft, and he would drop buoys into the ocean and try to detect submarines. And then he would come home, and he would teach me how to program the TI-90 computer that we had. We had our own computer in the house. He was programming these systems on these airplanes that were tracking these submarines and these microphone things. But we also had a speech synthesizer in our house. And this was in the 1980s. So it was around 1985 and 6 that we had this TI-90 and the speech synthesizer and all this stuff. And one of the cartridges that would go into the TI-90, it had a 5 1/4 floppy drive, it had a tape drive, it also had a cartridge drive. One of the cartridges was something called TI Extended Basic. And that cartridge is what my dad would shove in there. And then he would teach me how to make the computer talk to me and have conversations. and we would program the computer to respond to other people. Then we would introduce the computer to the other people, and the computer would talk with them, and then they would, the computer would respond based on how we programmed it. So it would ask, for example, how old are you? It would be like, how old are you? And then the guy would type in like 18. It would be like, you are young. It was just if-then statements and stupid shit like that. But that is how he taught me how to control computers. And that was really, really young. So it was like 5. And I was super into it. I would edit games, so everything on that thing was in TI Basic, and I discovered that very quickly. So I had all these games like Defender and Parsec and all of these Sweet Hunt the Wampus and these sweet-ass games on there. I would fucking open their code up in the middle of runtime, and I would go in there into the lines and change values. I would also change variable values. It was like the first cheat codes, but I was doing that shit before I even had the fucking Nintendo. I was fucking hacking up TI-90 games and stuff. And that's the history. So that's where I learned how to do all that. And since then, I've known how to program just about everything I've come in contact with, just because I know from the moment I got the computer, I figured it out. I got my first DOS computer. I knew how to boot that bitch without running Windows. I knew how to make the autoexec.bat file, and I knew how to make the fucking memory system allocation happen the way I wanted it to. And I would be able to cruise all those directories, and I could write in DOS script, and I could write in extended, or not extended basic, in QBasic and all that shit. It was a wild ride up to this point. I've been fucking doing it for so long. We used to fucking get onto BBS. You know what the fuck that is? I'm gonna go get a drink. I know it is, guys. I'm sorry. I'll be done soon. Let me bitch about BBS a little bit. Alright, my family needs me to leave soon. But yeah, what we would do, we had fucking modems. And a modem back then was not like a fucking piece of shit that you would plug into your cable box or whatever, your Cat5 connection. It was a thing that would plug into your phone port. And back then, all the houses had a phone port on them because people didn't carry their phones around. They were hardwired to all the houses. So they fucking had these phones in there, and you would have to move one of your lines from one of the physical phone jacks in your house and plug in this extra thing that would accept the phone line, and it was called a modem. And they had a different baud rate that you could get. And the baud rate was equal to how quickly it was able to communicate. So that fucking thing would, I had a 2400 baud modem, I remember. And I was like, I think I was 12 years old or something. And Winona State University was the university that I would use to get onto what was known as the internet back then. And it was very much not normal. It was Gopher, is what it was. Gopher was what the internet was. It was a big directory system. It was this giant network directory from the University of Minnesota, and we could all connect to it from anywhere else in the world using what is now known as the internet, but we would connect with IP and stuff, just like you would now, but it was a little bit different. And there was this search called Veronica on there, and you could go and search this whole directory structure for files and shit. Yo, Byte Binge, what the fuck is up? How are you doing? It's good to see you, man. I am unfortunately about to probably eat for an hour, but then I'll be back. The show is done. We're ready to go. So, I don't know when you want to get on to do prep. And if you wanted to launch on time, that'd be sick today. We've got some hyped people that were in a couple of streams ago. I've been in and out of this bitch. Oh, you've come up with a bunch of new stuff? Well, if you've got a bunch of new stuff, if you meet with me at 8, because that's when I'll be available, then we could work all of that stuff. Okay, I see. All right, your timing was not ideal, but at 8 o'clock I can work on it. So you should probably come on as well if you can around that time. But anyway, it looks like actually everybody fucking needs me right now. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be back on at 8. I don't know if people want to. I don't think people want to watch me processing ByteBinge's effects and storylines. I think that what we're gonna do is. Oh, do I? I bet I know what the reason for that is. No, it ain't this. Reverb, huh? I'll fucking fix that. Is that better? Am I less reverb now? I think I'm less. Yeah, I hope it's gonna be lit. Thank you for telling me. I don't like being fucking reverb. Is that better? Is it fixed? Sounds the same. Fucking weird. I wonder what. Bitch. Oh, I'll bet that there's another channel. Oh, it's this bitch. Check. Is that better? I'll bet it's not like that anymore. Bet it's better. I think I fixed it. Yeah, fucking A. What a piece of crap. Alright. Thank you guys for fixing that. I'm gonna fucking end this. As much as Novin works, though, I need you to understand again what that problem is. The problem is that right now, when I am trying to disable the collision, I can't use the commands I normally do. Normally, I disable collision by going to the collider and shutting collision off, and then setting a timer. But this one's coming from an emitter, and like I showed you, the collision's actually not happening right where I was showing you before, and that was effing it all up. Everything was jacked up when I was using it like that. But as you can see in the actual Unity project here, the fucking thing actually uses this collision here in the emission area where we can see this collision. So how do I shut this off? That's my question. If you want to hook me up in the Discord with the answer, that'd be dope. It's cool that you know about this. It'll be great to have you in chat sometimes, because I will come across these problems like live, and it sucks. It can really slow down the momentum of the stream when I get fucking bogged down into like trying to make blood effects work. But now that I got it working, I had a bunch of shit. It was a massive problem. But the normal command I use is this one. Hold on. So if I go to the body part here, and no, it's not. I'm sorry, this one. So normally I use call enabled false, right? That's where it is. That's the line of code I'm using. That's right there. But the problem is this call right here, what this does is it goes to the base item that you're on where your script is loaded, and it will look for collider in that area. And when it sees collider 2D sphere or whatever the fuck it is, it will grab that and shut it off. But this collision is not coming from the object that this is on. It's coming from the inside of this explosion, which is not really an explosion. It's 3 single bubbles. So it's here. And let me go back and show you here. So there's the emitter again. Oh, that's the wrong one. God damn it. Which one's the right emitter? There's the emitter. So, and this I shut off because it's ass, and this is what AI told me to do, and I don't like it. And I take AI's advice with a grain of salt. I'm making the whole game to host AI, so I have a lot of respect for it. But it's not always right. So you do have to think for yourself. This is one of the best examples so far, I think, of that. But anyway, as you can see, I've got this temporary collider disabled here in the blood slice. but the actual particle system is here, and I'm not accessing the particle system with that command. I'm accessing something like this, whatever the collider is, right? Because that's how the classes are structured. So I don't know what to do. If you know, fucking A. If you don't know, I'll figure it out. I fucking will. I promise you that. I'll figure all this shit out. But I'm always open for help. I'm very happy to have experienced developers in this stream. That's fucking awesome. Every one of you is a motherfucking godsend. And hopefully I can inspire you to go ahead and just try and make something that you can sell yourself, and you quit your shitty job of programming, because I'm pretty sure you've got one that pays a lot of money that you're probably like sitting there thanking your lucky stars that you have, because it's probably a good attitude to have. And then you realize after you've made whatever company you work for $80 million that maybe you should fucking make your own $1 million, right? That's what you need to do. But anyway, I gotta go. I'll be back at 8, but I'm gonna be doing Byte Binge's thing. If I get Byte Binge's scripting done early, I'm gonna be back here, and then he's gonna come in the stream and interrupt again. And then I'm gonna stop again, and we're gonna get his camera working and his audio working. That'll take 40 minutes, and then we'll do the motherfucking show. Dumpster Talk is coming. You bitches, get ready. It's gonna be a fucking lit ass night. For real, in more ways than one.